there, this is Jill Sabella with Sabella Styles. Today I'm going to show you how to make this awesome bag using a full sheet of cardstock and a lunch bag and this great little slip-in clear envelope spot that you stick on the front to add the card to it. And the card is made using the wrapped bouquet stamp set. It is in our occasions catalog, and it has a coordinating die set that goes along with it. Really fun. It cuts out all of the flowers, as well as this great little fun piece that does the little newspaper wrapping. So I think this is a great set for the spring. Obviously, it's got the Mother's Day saying. I thought that'd be super for this particular project, but you can use it you know, at any time for any occasion. And let's get started, and I'll show you how we're going to make this fun bag. Okay. All right. So the first thing you will need, let me put this aside, is you'll need a lunch bag, just your standard size lunch bag, okay? And I already did this, but I measured 6 inches from the bottom. So if you take your cutter and at 6 inches, with the bottom at 6 inches, cut the top half of the bag. You only need the bottom half of the bag. So again, you'll line up the bottom of the bag at 6 inches and just slice off that top portion of the bag. You will not need it unless you want to do something fun with it, but that's what you'll throw away. And then, so you've got the bag, and then you want to take this bottom portion of the bag and fold it flat. That way you can get the bag onto the 2 pieces of cardstock correctly. So fold that. And then this is our clear envelope. They look like this. Actually, let me get one that is not opened. Here it is. Okay, they come like this. And they're clear envelope, and they have a little portion at the top with the adhesive area, and you'll just need to cut that portion off. Basically, it just makes it 5.5 inches that you cut. Here it is. 5.5 inches that, you know, long that you'll need your bag. So just trim off that top portion. You will not need this portion of the bag. And then I already did this, but I added some of our tear and tape right here, and I added a strip of tear and tape on this side, and this is our top opening of the bag. So you just need to put 1 strip on either side, and that will be the inside. The next thing you need is a sheet of cardstock. We're using this is our Pretty Peacock, which is actually one of our in colors that is going away, but I just went ahead and picked this color. I thought it was just really, I love this color. It's vibrant and pretty, but yet like rich. So all I did was cut it in half, which is at the 5.5 inch mark. And now I have 2 pieces. So you'll need both of those pieces. You will need a piece of, this is actually thick, very vanilla, and it is cut at 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And it is scored at 4.25 inches in the middle. So you'll need that like that. Let me go ahead and just burnish that. So we have that ready. And then you'll need a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and this measures at 3 inches by 4.25 inches. This is a piece of terracotta tile. Again, it's one of our current in colors that is about to retire this month. And this measures at 2 3/4 inches by 4 inches. And I've already embossed it, and embossed it with our tin tile embossing folder. And this is actually retiring as well. A lot of retiring products in this video, but I wanted to show them to you so you could get your hands on them. If you need them, get them now. Many items are while supplies last, and then there's, you know, we have until the end of May. But the video makes this look really orange. It's probably more of a corally orange. It's like a little bit deeper than our Calypso coral, but it's a really fun color. So I've already done that. Then you'll need a couple of pieces of vanilla. Here's a scrap of vanilla. It's about 3 by 2 3/4. Another scrap that's 1 inch by 2 inch at least. And then a couple scraps of green. This is old olive is what I chose. And it's about, I mean, at least 2 1/8 by 2 3/4 will get you enough space. These are just some scraps. And then you'll need, this is our, oh, where's the ribbon? Here it is. Our scalloped linen ribbon, and it comes in all our current 2019, 2021 in colors. And this is the one that is in Pretty Peacock. So I cut this at about 8 inches. It's got like linen in the middle, and then the cute scalloped or whatever in color it is on the outside. So that is our scalloped linen ribbon. And again, 8 inches of that. So let's put some things aside for a second so I can show you how to make the bag and the card and all that good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna make the bag first. Okay, so these are your 2 pieces that will be your back and your front of your card. I'm going to make sure that they are flush together using the tailored tag punch. Again, this is another item that is going to be retiring. And I will just center it. And then I'm not going to put it flush down at the bottom. I'm going to bring it just a little bit up. I don't need it quite that far down. And punch through both pieces. Okay, save these, you'll need them. Okay, so there's the bag, the topper and the handle. And then you'll want to go ahead and put the actual bag onto the piece of Pretty Peacock. I find that all you need is to put some adhesive on the sides, on the top, maybe a diagonal. I think I just ran out of adhesive. Great. I have to find another one. Okay, oops, here's one. Perfect. This is our stamp and seal. Okay. So you'll put that on the top and the bottom. You can use the Stamp and Seal Plus or the Stamp and Seal. It should be plenty for this particular project. And again, make sure that your top is facing at the top. And you'll kind of center it bottom, top, left, and right, and it should fit in there. And then you'll put this other piece right over it, trying to match up to make it even, okay? You get it nice and pressed down, and now you have your fun little bag. So you can put, lots in there. It's nice and big, so it really does hold a lot. The other thing I'm going to do next actually is put the clear envelope. Again, this is the top portion you want on the top of your card, and you're just going to, have my take your pick tool. Let me get it. You can use that to peel off these areas of the tear and tape. For those of us who don't have nails. I don't have nails right now. And then just center that on the bag. Okay. And then with the card in there, you will not see these pieces of the tape, so you won't have to worry about that. The next thing is I'm going to go ahead and tie on this part. I just tied it in a knot. It was kind of bulky to do it as a bow, so I just decided to go with the knot. Plus that's quick and easy. So there you have that, okay? So there's your bag, and when I'm just tying the knot on here. Obviously you want to put your stuff in before you do that, but I just wanted to get the bag ready. So I'm going to set the bag aside using our Stamp and Cut Emboss machine. You can get that in the video and it's not too bulky. I am going to cut out the bunch of flowers right here, okay? And then I'm going to cut out using these scraps from the top of the bag, and then these 2 old olive pieces. I'm going to cut out some leaves. So I'm cutting out these different sets of leaves on here. Actually, I think I'll use this larger one for this one. Perfect. And this one. And then this little skinnier one I'm going to put on both of these. I'm just going to double it up, and then we'll run this through. Okay. And we will also use our piece of crumb cake and just center this little piece on there, right in the center of the cutout piece, and roll that through. And that will be our newspaper wrap. Okay, and now we have all our pieces cut out. All right, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp down our flower bunch. So I've already made this template, and I've set my stamp so that it should stamp correctly in the template. And I actually used the Old Olive stamp pad, and we'll get that all inked up. At least I can see that it's inked up, so that's nice and helpful. And just press down really good. Okay, so there's our piece. I'm gonna grab it out, set it aside for a minute. All right, And then the next thing we'll do is we'll stamp down our newspaper print. And it looks like this. So this is our newspaper print. And I'm going to stamp it on this piece right here using the Pretty Peacock. Okay. So we'll stamp here on this side, and then maybe a little bit more there. Make sure that it's okay. And then I'll stamp on the other side. Okay. And then while I have this ink open, I'm going to use, this is our little tab piece that will say Happy Mother's Day. Get that out so you can see the card. And I'm using the tailored tag punch again, and it does a nice flag with this particular portion. So if I can just slip this piece in here and then punch that off, it makes a nice little flag. So that's a great option of using this particular punch. It does more than just stamp out that actual shape. It does flags and stuff like that. So I'm using the Happy Mother's Day, and again, the Pretty Peacock. And I'm going to just stamp it right there. Perfect. Put that aside. Okay, let these things just dry a bit. While I do that, I'm going to show you, there are some score marks already done with the die on here. So you see those 4 score marks. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to fold them. It doesn't matter, I'm just scoring the lines, but it will end up going like this. So we'll fold these 2 back, this one in, and this one over. And that will give us the wrap shape we need. Okay, so let me do it again. So we've got these 2 lines, they'll fold back. This will fold over in front, and this will fold over this portion. And that gives us our little newspaper wrapping. Okay, so let's sit that aside for a sec. The only thing I'm going to do is going to use one of our mini dimensionals and just put it right about there. Can you see that? And then I will, oh gosh, I seriously have no nails. Okay, there we go. And I just like the way it looks when it's popped up a little. So that's kind of how it gives it that more dimension, okay? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is color this. All right, just so you know, I already have one colored, so you don't have to watch me color. But I did use our, this is Pretty Peacock blends, and that's what color I was going to do the blue, those little flowers. I did them in the blue and the Pretty Peacock. Then I do not have the terracotta tile blend, but I used the Calypso Coral blends, and they kind of, I thought they still lend themselves well to this color. So I colored with the darker one in the middle and then blended out with the lighter tone. And then this is Mango Melody. And again, I did the darker in the middle and blended out with the lighter Mango Melody. So that is how I got this colored up. And we'll leave that one for another time. So now this is all colored and ready to go. And then the last stamping we'll be doing is again with the newspaper print. Let me clean it off, but we're using this newspaper print again and the crumb cake and just giving this very vanilla cardstock a little background with the crumb cake, okay? Kind of just random stamping around here, focusing on the edges, and then you won't need to worry about the middle because it will be covered, okay? So close that up, and then it's just a matter of layering and getting this all together. So this piece goes first. Let me get my glue. Actually, I will, where is my glue? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to just layer this on the bottom, centered in the middle of the card. Okay, and this piece right here that is already embossed with the tin tile folder, get that glued up and stick it on the middle in the center of that crumb cake piece. Okay, we'll let those dry for a sec while we put together the flowers and all that stuff. So I used glue dots. I'm actually going to use some glue dots. Well, I'll just use these. Okay, so these are our mini glue dots, and what we're going to do is just take the bottom of these and the front of these little pieces and put a glue dot on there. And on the bigger leaves, I'm adding this little peacock piece to it, kind of layer over that. And then this other leaf, I will do the same. Okay. Add this piece over to the top of that. Okay. And then I'll just use glue dots to add them behind the flowers, the little bouquet. So add this one over here, like that. Add another one on the front of here to add these pieces behind. This behind here, maybe right there. Kind of can play with it and add them where you want to. Maybe you don't even want all of them, but they're fun to add. And the last one back here. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick this flower bouquet inside here using, I forgot, I need another little glue dot on the back, right at the bottom here. And then I'll just stick it right in there and get it situated exactly where I want it. Let's see, how do I want this? That looks good. Okay, so I got it pressed down. And then the best way to get it all, make sure it all sticks together. Oops, there you go. Okay, is that stuck down? Where did my glue dot go? Oh, maybe I left it. I left my glue dot. Okay. Get that in there. How do I want that? Okay. All right, and then flip it over and add dimensionals to the back. I like to put one right here, or maybe two, just to make sure that this is stuck to that piece. And then to reinforce these leaves, a few more pieces around here, and then one on the bottom here, okay? And then make sure that's nice and stuck. Good, okay. And then we'll just remove all our pieces. Again, you can use your take your pick tool for that, if your nails are not long. Okay. Oh, I forgot about my little label. So that actually goes right here. And there we go. Let's stick that to that. And then I will also put a dimensional on the back of that. Okay, I stuck it to that dimensional, and then I put a dimensional on the back. Okay. Now you might have to, I should have checked this, but I'm gonna have to adjust those little flowers. That works out perfect. Okay, so there's my card. Here are the two different coloring options I had. And then now that we've got it all done, I'm gonna slip it inside this clear envelope. And you've got a great, adorable card on the front of your bag that you can fit a lot of great stuff in there. And again, this is the wrapped bouquet stamp set with the coordinating dies. And I really hope you enjoyed my video. If you do need any of these supplies, check out my website at sabellastyles.stampinup.net. At the end of the video, I will have all of the dimensions and the products that you need to purchase to make this project. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.